Good evening, everyone who's viewing us out there in YouTube land. Thank you for joining us tonight. Introducing peaceful protester and candidate for Santa Monica City Council, Wade Kelley, along with the full moon, too. Look.
Hello, and welcome to my TV show on the YouTube network with a potential audience of over 2 billion people.
That's right, 2 billion people.
Coming to you live from the 3rd Street Promenade in Santa Monica, where I am peacefully protesting and advocating for the homeless here in Santa Monica and in Los Angeles County and in California, the whole US of A, the whole wide world, if we could do something about it. But we have to start somewhere, so we might as well start right here in Santa Monica, where I am running for Santa Monica City Council to stand up for human rights. That's right, thank you, peace. Because Santa Monica has been treating the homeless people so terribly for generations, for many years here in Santa Monica. They have treated homeless people very poorly, but now they are criminalizing poverty and homelessness all the time. And Ethan wanted me to show you can you see the full moon? There's a full moon out there. Beautiful full moon. But it's the other way, and every time I try to capture the full moon while I'm playing, it walks away from me. It gets away from me. But I will be singing some love songs a little later. But I'm going to start off with some love songs about human beings, about standing up. Oh, that's a great picture.
Yes.
Ethan, you can show that if you want.
Okay, if anybody can see it, there's the full moon. It's right above the dinosaur. It's that little white circle you can see there.
That's great.
Yeah.
Very good. If I could get as good a picture, I'd have that there.
Sure.
But anyway, we need to start by standing up for human rights right here in Santa Monica. And that's why I'm running for Santa Monica City Council, to tell our leaders here, instead of criminalizing poverty and homelessness, we need to stand up for human rights and build affordable housing, safe spaces for homeless human beings to survive until we have enough affordable housing, and good interim housing until then as well. We need to make sure that everybody can have the basics in this richest, most powerful country in the whole wide world. There's no reason for poor people to be sleeping in the streets while rich people are having space races. We can do better than that, United States of America. We can do better than that, California. California, we're the 4th largest economy of the whole wide world. We don't have to wait on anybody to raise taxes on the rich. We need to get behind the Billionaire Tax Act of 2026 right here in California. The Billionaire Tax Act of 2026 right here in California. The Billionaire Tax Act of 2026 right here in California. The Billionaire Tax Act of 2026 right here in California. That's a 5% wealth tax on the billionaires here in California to help poor people with health care and food programs, and also some education programs. And we need to stand up for the rights of the poor people here in California. We need to show that progressive government can work. We need to tell our Governor Newsom, who won't get behind the Billionaire Tax Act, get lost, leave already, would you? You've done enough harm for the poor people here in California. He actually cited with Trump's ultra-conservative Supreme Court in Grants Pass versus Johnson. He did a friend of the court brief. He asked Trump's ultra-conservative Supreme Court, please help me criminalize homelessness so I can clean up our streets. And they did. They did just what he wanted. And that's why all over the West now, people are criminalizing homelessness and putting people in jail for being poor and homeless. That's right, that's a shame. That ought to be a crime. There's no reason for rich people to be having space races while poor people are sleeping in the streets and being arrested for it. How about that? That's the worst part. We got too many of our leaders blaming the poor for being poor and the homeless for being homeless. Too many of our leaders are saying, don't be poor and homeless. Don't be poor at all. We'll pull the chair beneath your seat and mock you when you fall. We'll tell you that you're crazy and you're on the drugs. They'll say you're mostly lazy and you're filled with bugs. So don't be poor and homeless. That's what they say. Don't be poor and homeless. Don't be poor and homeless. Just be rich. Don't be poor and homeless. Don't be poor and sick. They'll put you in the hospital and spit you out real quick. They'll say you need to rest more and change the way you eat. But they ain't got no medicine to get you off of the streets. So don't be poor and homeless. That's what they say. Don't be poor and homeless. Don't be poor and homeless. Just live in a mansion. You gotta have a mansion, you know what I mean? Rich folks wanna help you if they could. So they'll take your tent and your bags and stuff and move them to another neighborhood. A little farther, a little farther, a little farther down the road would be good. That's how they used to do it. Now, instead of telling them to move their stuff down the road, they take all of their belongings and they give them a 60-gallon garbage bag and they tell them to fit all of their belongings in a 60-gallon garbage bag and they throw away all the rest of their belongings. They say, you're poor and you're homeless, so you don't deserve to have anything. Take your garbage bag and move on. That's what they do. That's how they treat the poor people. Oh, the rich folks want to help you if they could. So they'll take your tent and your bags and stuff and put them right in the dumpster. Don't be poor and homeless. Don't live in your car. They'll find a way to ticket you no matter where you are. They'll say you're near a schoolyard or near a city park. They'll make you move your car all day and give you tickets while you're sleeping in the dark. So don't be poor and homeless. Don't be poor and homeless. Don't be poor and homeless. Just live on a yacht. You got to get a yacht for your yacht. You got to get a yacht that has a yacht. You know what I mean? All the rich folks want to help you if they can. So they'll start a race to outer space to help their fellow man. We are going to build affordable housing up on Mars. Don't be poor and homeless. Don't be poor at all. They'll pull the chair beneath your seat and mock you when you fall. They'll tell you that you're crazy and you're on the drugs. They'll say you're mostly lazy and you're filled with all kinds of bugs. So So don't be poor and homeless. Don't be poor and homeless. Don't be poor and homeless. Just be rich. Don't be poor and homeless. Just be rich. That's right, homeless people. Just be rich. That's what everybody says. These homeless people just need to get a job. These homeless people just need to get a job. Well, you know, a lot of homeless people do have jobs, and they're still living on the streets because they can't afford a place to live with a minimum wage job or a low-paying job. There are people working 2 and 3 jobs here in Southern California just to pay for a place to live. The ones that are fortunate enough to have a place to live. But those that are homeless, many of them are working jobs and they still can't save up enough money to move into an apartment. You have to have 3 months rent in advance to move into an apartment unless you have subsidized housing of some sort. And that's why we need to build more affordable housing here in Southern California. That's why we need to step up and help people have a decent place to live. Because we're trying to make life better for human beings here in the United States of America. We're not trying to make things harder for human beings. And right here in California, we're supposed to be a progressive government. That's right. We need to tell our Governor Newsom, we're supposed to be a progressive government, Newsom. We're supposed to be building affordable housing and helping lift people out of poverty and making their lives better, not making it harder for them to survive, like the city of Santa Monica has been doing for generations. We need to be lifting people up and making sure that everybody can have the basics in the richest, most powerful country in the whole wide world. That's why here in California, we need to get behind the Billionaire Tax Act of 2026. The Billionaire Tax Act of 2026, right here in California. The Billionaire Tax Act of 2026, right here in California. The Billionaire Tax Act of 2026, right here in California. That's a 5% wealth tax on the billionaires here in California. That would help poor people with health care and food programs and some educational programs. And that's just the beginning of what we need to do, but it's a start. Some people say, well, I'm all for taxing the billionaires, but this is the wrong billionaire tax. This is the only billionaire tax on the ballot, so get behind it. Or show your true colors like Newsom and kowtow and bow down to your billionaire friends. That's why Governor Newsom does not need any of our support, because he has supported the rich people and he has failed to build affordable housing and he has failed to raise taxes on the billionaires. He failed to overturn Prop 13 here in California, the proposition that made it easier for rich people to hold on to housing while it made it much harder for poor people to afford housing. We need to tell him and his kind to be gone. And if you are going to be in office here in California, you need to get behind that Billionaire Tax Act of 2026. The Billionaire Tax Act of 2026, right here in California. The Billionaire Tax Act of 2026, right here in California. The Billionaire Tax Act of 2026, right here in California. That's right. Let's show the progressive government can make a difference in people's lives and help lift people out of poverty. We're living in California, the land of peace and love. Living in California, place the whole world's dreaming of. Living in California, woo, everything mostly okay. Beautiful sunshine, living in California. Another beautiful sunshine day. Woo! Don't let the Trump get you in a slump. We got rid of his hump. We're gonna get rid of his hump again. We'll get rid of his hump. We're gonna be all right. We're in the land of surf and sand, movie stars, electric cars, and it's a beautiful Santa Monica night. We're living in California with people of all kinds. Living in California. Sure, I'll get a little bit out of our minds. Living in California. Things could be a whole lot worse. Living in California. Rest of the country's moving in reverse. Let's not follow them now. Living in California. Everything's mostly okay. Living in California. Another beautiful sunshine day. Yeah, there's some great things in California. You know, I got to play basketball outdoors today. It wasn't too hot. It was all right. And I got to play basketball with Adam Sandler today. That was nice. Nice guy. And other people, too. There were other players, not just me and him. But that was fun. California's got a lot of great things going on here. California is the second most diverse state in the whole country, behind Hawaii. We got people from different races, different religions, different ethnicities, different beliefs, different genders, all living together in virtual harmony. That's right. But everybody knows there's some things we need to be working on. California, we're the fourth largest economy of the whole wide world, and we are ranked 30th in spending on public education. That is a shame. Out of all the states, we are ranked 30th in spending on public education. We can do a lot better than that, California. We need to tell our leaders, spend more money on education, spend less money on incarceration. Spend more money on education, spend less money on incarceration. Good to see you, Dorian. And everybody knows we have the most billionaires in the whole country, and we have the most homeless people of any place in the whole country. Well, what we need to do is raise taxes on the rich. Billionaire Tax Act of 2026, right here in California. The Billionaire Tax Act of 2026, right here in California. That's right. We need to raise taxes on the rich so the poor can have the basics. And since we're supposed to be a progressive state, a progressive government, we need to show that progressive government can work and help lift people out of poverty. So we need to all get behind the Billionaire Tax Act of 2026 right here in California. The Billionaire Tax Act of 2026 right here in California. We're living in California with people of all kinds. Living in California. Sure, I'll get a little bit out of our minds. Living in California. Things could be a whole lot worse. Living in California. Rest of the country's moving in reverse. Let's not follow them now. Living in California. Everything's mostly alright. Living in California. I'm falling on the promenade tonight. Living in California. The place the whole world's dreaming of. Living in California. Go out and spread some peace and love. Hey, hey. That's right. We got to spread the peace and love, especially to those who are in need. We have done a very good job of being kind to the greedy here in Santa Monica. We've done a good job of being kind to the greedy in California. We've done a good job of being kind to the greedy in the United States. We have to do a better job of being kind to the needy. We have to make sure that everybody can have the basics in this richest, most powerful country in the whole wide world. And that's why I'm running for Santa Monica City Council, to stand up for human rights right here in Santa Monica. Here in Santa Monica, we're going to have the Santa Monica Airport closed down at the end of 2028. And that's 192 acres of land that will be given to the city of Santa Monica. And many people, it was voted to be a park in 2014. They voted in 2014 to use that 192 acres as a park. But today is 2026, and Santa Monica has failed to build affordable housing. Santa Monica has failed to build shelters. Santa Monica has failed to be kind to the homeless population. Santa Monica is now criminalizing poverty and homelessness. 75% of all the arrests last year were homeless human beings. That's less than 1% of the population arrested 75% of the time. Is that a little bit of targeting? Is that what that is? A little bit of targeting? I'd say. If you're arresting less than 1% of your population 75% of the time, I'd say that's some targeting. That might be what that's called. And we need to stand up for the rights of these poor people, these homeless human beings. And Santa Monica has failed to do that. So we need to all get behind the Great Park and Community Housing Initiative. There's an initiative out there called the Great Park and Community Housing Initiative that would use 25% of that 192 acres of land to build affordable housing. That's 44 acres of land to be used for 3,000 units of affordable housing. That would be fantastic. Santa Monica, that would be a huge step in the right direction over the next 12 years. That's right, it's not going to happen overnight. That would be 12 years from now before it was completed, if it was completed on time. But that's 3,000 units of affordable housing, and that's a step in the right direction, Santa Monica. The first step should be that you stop criminalizing poverty and homelessness. Stop giving people citations for sleeping in your parks or on your beaches and because they're homeless. And start finding solutions, spaces for them to go. You know, up in Seattle, they built a little tiny community, and they have these prefabricated little units, and then they have a communal shower and restroom. But these prefabricated units only cost $16,000 to $17,000 per unit. That is great. So how about 100 of those? Can we get 100 of those right like that? Right here in Santa Monica on one of these empty parking lots? Or maybe over here on the empty parking lot where they have that civic center, civic auditorium that is just sitting there, and they can't do anything with that civic auditorium, you know. They would have to spend $360 million to upgrade that civic auditorium. So use that 4 acres of parking lot that they have over there. Use that to build a tiny village of 100 prefab units of affordable housing, prefab units of temporary housing. How about that? That's what we'll call it. But if you can build prefab units for $16,000 to $17,000 and put them over there, hey, that's a perfect idea. Start talking about that. Because everybody else said, well, we can't build a unit of housing here in Santa Monica for less than $1 million a unit, and we don't think poor folks should get $1 million unit. That's what they say. How you doing, Miguel? Dave, how's everything? Peaceful? Things have slowed down a little bit. They took down the LCD. What is it, LED or LCD? Hi, how are you? Peace. The TV, the big TV. Anyway, they up in Seattle, they're building a tiny village for $16,000 per unit, and they're not saying that you have to be totally all together before you can move into one of those units. If you have some problems, if you have a little drug addiction problem, substance abuse disorder, they're not going to say you can't have a decent place to live. If you have a mental disability, they're not going to say that you can't have a decent place to live. I'm sure if people cause problems over and over, they're going to tell them they can't stay there. But can you imagine how much better that is to have a place they know they can go to when they're feeling down and out? Can you imagine how hard it is for these people with substance abuse disorders and with mental disabilities to have to find a safe place to sleep every night and be harassed by the authorities or by other people harassing them or trying to steal from them? Can you imagine how hard it is for these people that already have problems to try and find a safe place to sleep and to try to keep their heads together? We need to help these people, and not by incarcerating them in prisons or in jails. We need to make sure that everybody can have the basics in this richest, most powerful country in the world. We need to show that we care about people when they're down and out, and we're not trying to make things harder for them. We want to help lift people up. Keep on. And we need to keep speaking about it. We need to keep talking about it and not give up. Too many people say, oh, there's nothing we can do. Trump's in control, and there's nothing we can do. It's all going downhill. No. Keep getting up. Keep peacefully protesting. Keep speaking out. That's what we learned from the civil rights movement, from John Lewis. He said, do not get lost in the sea of despair. Be hopeful. Be optimistic. Our struggle is not the struggle of a day, of a week, of a month, or a year. Our struggle is the struggle of a lifetime. Never ever be afraid to make some noise, to get in some good trouble, some necessary trouble. And he was talking about peaceful protest. He was talking about speaking up and standing up, and they were abused and ill-used and imprisoned. And of course, Martin Luther King Jr. lost his life. But they made some great changes in this country, and they stood up and they showed us how to peacefully protest. And we need more of that. We don't need people saying, we have to use violence. That's the only answer. No, you're wrong. Get out. No, don't get out. But you're wrong. You can keep speaking. But if you're speaking about violence, you need to be shouted down. If you're speaking about hatred and racism, you need to be shouted down. If you're speaking about we can't do anything because they're in power, you need to be told different. Because people have suffered and made great sacrifice in this country for us to be able to peacefully protest and to exercise our First Amendment rights and get out in the streets. get out on this public promenade and remind these leaders here in Santa Monica, this is a public promenade. This belongs to all of us. This does not belong to the business owners here, even though they want you to think that they own this promenade. This is not the Grove. This is not Disneyland. This is a public promenade, and we need to get out here and peacefully protest on this public promenade. Share your thoughts, your beliefs, your talents. Take control of this public promenade. It is very unique, and we need to keep it going. We need to tell these business owners, hey, if you're going to pump all of your canned music out onto our public promenade, we're going to make some noise. We're going to make a lot of noise so that you'll want to quiet down your piped out music, your canned music, because it's more important for the human beings to have a voice on our public promenade than it is for recordings and music recorded in the past and recorded by corporations. We need to stand up for the rights of every human being to express themselves and to exercise their First Amendment rights. And don't get lost in a sea of despair, as John Lewis said. Keep speaking up. Keep on. Keep on getting up. Keep on speaking out. Keep on singing. Peace and love is what it's all about. And dream of a better day. Oh, we ain't there yet, but you know we're on our way. Don't get lost in a sea of despair. Be hopeful, be optimistic, and someday we'll get there. And dream of a better day. Oh, we ain't there yet, but you know we're on our way. And dream of a better day. Oh, we ain't there yet, but you know we're on our way. Don't get lost. Keep on getting up. Hey, hey. Keep on lifting up. Keep lifting up. Keep on. Lend a helping hand. We can't solve every problem, but we can try to understand. And dream of a better day. Oh, we ain't there yet, but you know we're on our way. Don't get lost in a sea of despair. Be hopeful, be optimistic, and someday we'll get there. And dream of a better day. Oh, we ain't there yet, but you know we're on our way. And dream of a better day. Oh, we ain't there yet, but you know we're on our way. And dream of a better day. Oh, we ain't there yet, but you know we're on our way. And dream of a better day. Oh, we ain't there yet, but you know we're on our way. Hey, hey. That's right, we ain't there yet. We got to keep working towards it. We got to keep working towards equal rights, equal justice, equal opportunity for all. We got to keep working towards a better day for everybody. We've done a very good job of being kind to the greedy in this country. We have to do a better job of being kind to the needy. And that's right here in California, too. California, we got to show that progressive government can make a difference in people's lives. We have to show that progressive government is different than conservative Republican government. That we're not just concerned with the bottom line and with businesses making a lot of money. We're concerned with human beings being able to live better lives. We're concerned with people being able to pursue their happiness. We're getting ready to celebrate our 250th birthday this year. And that was all about breaking away from the powers that be that would constrain everybody from doing what they wanted, having liberty, pursuing their dreams. And sure, at the time, 250 years ago, it was just rich white guys talking about breaking away from another rich white guy, and they wanted to get more power for themselves. But throughout the history of this country, we have been working to make it more inclusive and make sure that equal rights meant everybody in this country. Doesn't matter your race, your religion, your ethnicity, your beliefs, your gender, whether you're rich or poor. We're all working towards standing up for the rights of other human beings here in the United States of America. And that's why we also need to stand up for the rights of those people who have been used for their labor for generations and not been given their rights. Those who have been living in the shadows and used for their labor, but not been given a pathway to citizenship. And we need to help those people, those tens of millions of people that have been used for their labor and not been given a pathway to citizenship. Because we know 15 to 20 million people didn't come over here overnight. No, it's been generations. Generations, employers have been telling our authorities, our people in charge, our police authorities, they've been telling them for generations, hey, listen, look the other way, because we need workers now. We need people to pick our farms, or plant our crops, or work in our factories, and so look the other way. But then, after they're here and the work slows down, they don't want to pay for any people. They don't want people to have rights. And we need to stand up for the rights of these people who have been used for their labor for generations and not been given their rights. And we need to help them find a pathway to citizenship. Because we don't want millions of people, tens of millions of people living in this country who can't participate in our democracy. That's a lot of workers that are working in our fields and working in our factories and working in our yards that aren't able to participate in our democracy. We need all of our workers to be able to participate in our democracy. We need to find a pathway to citizenship for most all of these people that have been here and used for their labor and not been given their rights. Sure, nobody wants violent criminals on our streets, whether they are documented or are undocumented. We need to get violent criminals off of our streets. But we need to make sure that everybody who deserves a pathway to citizenship in this country, everybody who's been used for their labor and not been given their rights, needs to have a pathway to citizenship. And those people who have made a profit off of these poor people need to help find a pathway to citizenship for these people. De la Sierra Moreno, cielito lindo, vienen bajando un par de ojitos negros, cielito lindo, de contrabando. Es el lunar que tienes, cielito lindo, junto a la boca. No se lo des a nadie, cielito lindo, que a mí me toca. This land is your land, this land is my land. From California to the New York Islands, from the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream waters. Let's make sure this land is made for you and me. Hi, 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 hi. Canta y no llores, porque cantando se alegran, cielito lindo, los corazones. This land is your land, this land is my land. From California to the New York Islands, from the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream waters. Let's make sure this land is made for you and me. Hi, 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 hi. Canta y no llores, porque cantando se alegran, cielito lindo, los corazones. This land is your land, this land is my land. From California to the New York Islands, from the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream water. Let's make sure this land is made for you and me. Hi, 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 hi. Canta y no llores, porque cantando se alegran, cielito lindo, los corazones. Let's make sure this land is made for you and me. Let's work to make sure this land is made for you and me. Woo! That's right. So we need to keep working to make sure that these people that have been used for their labor for generations and not been given their rights have a pathway to citizenship. Some people say, well, they should have come the right way. Well, listen, there are lots of people throughout the history of this country who were here and used for their labor and didn't have any rights for a long time because people wanted to use the poor people for labor, but they didn't want to give them rights. And that's the same situation we are in today. You just take a little look at the history of this country. Whatever minority it was coming into this country doing the labor, they didn't want them to have rights and participate in our democracy. And we've had to fix that over and over and over again. And that's what we need to do today, is find a pathway to citizenship for these tens of millions of people that have been used for their labor and not been given their rights. We need to stand up for human rights right here in Santa Monica, right here in California. Thank you. Because too many people are bowing down to the corporations and to the billionaires. A lot of people don't want to raise taxes on the billionaires there in California. We can't raise taxes on the billionaires in California because all the billionaires will leave California. Bye-bye, bye-bye, bye-bye. If you're the kind of billionaire who would leave California because of a 5% wealth tax that is going to help lift people out of poverty, then you need to go into Texas and follow your buddy Elon Musk. That's right. That's Elon Musk is a trillionaire now. Elon Musk owns more wealth than the bottom 50% of our population here in the United States. And that's a shame. That ought to be a crime. There's no reason that our Congress should be so delinquent, that our Congress should abdicate their responsibilities to the billionaires and trillionaires. Billionaires and trillionaire. It's a shame that they aren't doing their job and raising taxes when they're supposed to. It's in the Constitution, my friends. It says Congress is supposed to raise taxes for defense and for general welfare. And if you've got one guy owning more wealth than the bottom 50% of our population, then that means you need to be raising taxes on somebody. And I know that we can't get Trump to raise taxes on his billionaire friends, and that's why we have to do it right here in California. We have to show that California can make a difference in this country and can help lift people out of poverty. Otherwise, just go ahead and join the corporate malaise. We need to show that people can get involved, and that's why I'm running for Santa Monica City Council here. Not because I want to get more popular. I've already been popular. It's not that much. I didn't get that popular, and I didn't care to be that much popular. But I'm running to stand up for human rights and to tell people, listen, you have a choice. You can stand up with the corporations and sell your city down the road to the highest bidder, or you can stand up for human rights and make sure that human beings can have the basics. And Santa Monica, you can be part and show that a progressive government can work. But right now, you're not doing it at all. You're not doing it good at all. You got to step up, Santa Monica. You got to step up and show that progressive government can make a difference in people's lives. See the people living in the street, ain't got no money, ain't much to eat. They're not too proud to take your crust of bread, just looking for some place to lay their weary heads. What's the problem that brought them here? The story's long and it isn't very clear. So many roads lead to the street, just looking for some place to lay their tired feet. I ain't saying they ain't done wrong. I ain't saying didn't help to bring it on. I'm just saying there must be somewhere they belong, and they're looking for somewhere, looking for somewhere, looking for somewhere to lay their weary heads. All these homeless people living in a ditch with all these empty buildings and tax cuts for the rich. I ain't saying you have to give, but everybody has got a right to live, and they're just looking for somewhere, looking for somewhere, looking for somewhere to lay their weary heads. You can sweep them out your doorway, tear down their tents, gonna keep on coming if you keep on raising rents. I ain't saying you have to do good, but why don't you try letting homeless people move in to your neighborhood, Santa Monica? Looking for somewhere, looking for somewhere, looking for somewhere to lay their weary heads. Sweep them out your doorway, tear down their tents. Gonna keep on coming if you keep on raising rents. I ain't saying you have to do good, but why don't you try letting homeless people move in to your neighborhood, Santa Monica? Looking for somewhere, looking for somewhere, looking for somewhere to lay their weary heads. Don't need your swimming pool, don't need your king-size bed, just looking for somewhere to lay their weary heads. Hey, hey! That's right, they're looking for somewhere to lay their weary heads. Thank you, peace. I'll be sharing that with the homeless. That's fine, thank you. I'll be sharing that with the homeless. Thank you. You have a great night. Peace. Thank you. That's right. We've done a very good job of being kind to the greedy in this country. We have to do a better job of being kind to the needy. There's no reason for poor people to be sleeping in the streets while rich people are having space races. All right, Ethan. We can do it. We can make things better. They've been done before. Back in 1944, the great President Franklin Delano Roosevelt, I know you've heard this before if you've listened to me probably, but Franklin Delano Roosevelt, back in 1944, the Second World War was ending, and he gave a speech, and you can see that speech on YouTube today. It's called The Second Bill of Rights. In that speech, Franklin Delano Roosevelt said, "It is time for a second Bill of Rights, where every American has the right to a job that pays a living wage. Every American has the right to health care. Every American has the right to a decent place to live. And every American has the right to a good education." He gave that speech in 1944. He was talking about health care for everybody in 1944. He was talking about a decent place to live for everybody in 1944. We haven't achieved those goals yet today, and we have to work towards them. And cities like Santa Monica need to work towards lifting people up and building affordable housing. And the state of California needs to work towards making sure that our healthcare system covers everybody here in the state of California, and makes sure that everybody in the state of California can have good quality healthcare. And we need to work on having good public education for every student in this state. Right now in California, we are ranked 30th in spending on public education. Of all the states, California is ranked 30th in spending. We are the 4th largest economy of the whole wide world, and we are ranked 30th in spending. And we are ranked around 40th in the outcome of our public education. Now, our UC system is pretty good. Our state schools, state college system, I think is ranked pretty high still. But our K through 12 schools, they're not doing that good. You know, 40% of our public schools here in California, 40% of our public schools educate 90% of our students of color. 90% of our students of color go to 40% of our schools. That means the other 60% are mostly white. We have to keep integrating our society. And that means we have to keep building affordable housing. Because if you push all the poor people out of your community, you're going to push out a lot of people of color. That's just the way it is, and that's why we have it the way we have it. And that's why 800 miles of public beaches and mostly rich white people living next to those public beaches. Good to see you, my friend. How are you? Good to see you. Peace. We can do better. We need to build affordable housing all along the coast. And if we are listening to the climate scientists, they say that next to our Pacific Ocean, the climate is going to be more temperate and the air quality is going to be better. So come on, Malibu, come on, Santa Monica, come on, you coastal communities all along the coast. You're going to have to let more poor people move into your neighborhoods. And that's why here in Santa Monica, we all need to get behind the Great Park and Community Housing Initiative to build 3,000 units of affordable housing on the airport property. That's 192 acres of land that's going to be turned over to the city of Santa Monica at the end of 2028. And we need to use 25% of that land to build 3,000 units of affordable housing. That's a step in the right direction, Santa Monica. The Great Park and Community Housing Initiative is coming to Santa Monica this year. Oh, the Great Park and Community Housing Initiative is something everyone should hear about. Oh, the Great Park and Community Housing Initiative will be on the ballot in the fall of 2028. Oh, the Great Park and Community Housing Initiative should be a great vote from us all. You know, the thing is, they were taking signatures to get this initiative on the ballot this fall, but here in Santa Monica so far they haven't been able to get enough signatures to get it on the ballot. The Great Park and Community Housing Initiative. So we're going to have to get more people interested in using some of that great park to build affordable housing. We're going to have to get some of the people here in Santa Monica more interested in sharing some of their property with the poor and the homeless and their first responders and people that work in their city. You know, most of their workers here in Santa Monica, most of our workers here cannot afford to live in the city of Santa Monica. So they come from many different parts of the Southland. And of course that adds to pollution. And if you're serious about making things better, we want to make it easier for people to be able to work to live near where they work. And we need to build more affordable housing right here in Santa Monica, because Santa Monica has nearly the same population right now that they had in 1970. Can you believe that? In 1970, the population of California was 20 million less. Let's start over. In 1970, the population of Santa Monica was 88,000. Today, the population of Santa Monica is just over 90,000. While the rest of California grew by 20 million people, Santa Monica grew by just over 2,000 people. So while the rest of California was building affordable housing, building housing, Santa Monica was saying, we got ours, now stay out. They didn't want to share. That's why we have an imbalance. And that's why we have mostly rich white people living here in Santa Monica. How you doing, Peace? My name's Wade.
I'm Rakan.
Rakan?
Yeah.
Mohammed, nice to meet you. Wade. I am peacefully protesting and advocating for the homeless, and I am also running for Santa Monica City Council. Are you a Santa Monica City Council voter?
Huh?
I mean, are you a Santa Monica voter?
صوتا.
Yeah, no.
Not registered to vote
I'm
here.
just
Just visiting.
yes.
You having a good time?
You have a nice city, beautiful city.
It's a beautiful city, but we don't stand up for human rights, and that's why I'm running for Santa Monica City Council. If you're arresting poor people for being poor and homeless, then you're heading in the wrong direction, and that's what Santa Monica's been doing.
Homeless, absolutely.
We need to make sure we're the richest, most powerful country in the world. This is a very rich city.
Exactly.
We don't need to have poor people sleeping in the streets. We can build enough affordable housing. Look at all these empty buildings. You can see a lot of empty buildings right here on our promenade. You could be housing a lot of people all around this city. Instead, they want to make money off of everything. They want to make money, you know what I mean?
Capitalism. They kill
Capitalism.
everybody.
Where are you guys from?
He's from Egypt.
He's from Egypt?
Yes, I'm from Jordan.
Jordan?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, you guys lost just yesterday. Well, you got a goal, huh? You were excited about that goal
For what?
in the soccer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
So Jordan is a monarchy, a parliamentary monarchy? That's interesting. A parliamentary monarchy. And Egypt is
They're playing tomorrow.
they're playing tomorrow. What
Yeah,
kind of
after
what
tomorrow.
form of government? What form of government
It's
would
good.
you call
Oh,
Egypt?
Good farmer. Good.
Yeah.
Is it a democracy or is it a monarchy? Or?
I don't like
Jamhuriya.
to talk about them because I will feel really bad.
It's
Okay.
take a,
So let's
I
just
know.
skip it.
I know.
Let's
A lot of people think. A lot of people think the United States has a lot of good things, and we do, and we have the right to speak out against authority, and that's a beautiful thing that we all need to keep exercising and keep standing up for, even if we disagree with somebody else who's speaking out. We need to stand up for their rights to speak out. What?
How many pieces?
How many-
How many person hit see you?
They're all over the world there. Come on, I don't know how many people. There's probably only a few
What's
right
the application?
What you are doing.
I'm
Because
on
I see a
YouTube.
lot of homeless here.
I'm on YouTube.
Thank you for supporting
Wade
them.
Kelley, thank you very
Thank
much.
you so much.
Thank you,
You're
Mohammed.
doing a great work.
Why, thank you. And we need to keep standing up
Give him
Exactly.
some. Muhammad.
for Mohammed.
Well, you and you.
Let's sing a song. Oh, let's sing a song.
Whoa.
Let's sing a song about peace and love. Let's sing a song. Let's sing a song about love. Let's sing about peace and love. Let's sing Assalamu alaikum, alaikum, yeah. Assalamu alaikum, alaikum, yeah. Assalamu alaikum, alaikum, yeah. Assalamu alaikum, alaikum, yeah. Evenu shalom alechem, Evenu shalom alechem, Evenu shalom alechem, Evenu shalom, shalom, shalom alechem.
Let's go.
It's about peace. It's about love.
Wow.
It's about the only thing my heart needs thinking of. It's about love. It's about peace. It's about a little bit of love and peace at least. Cause when the peace and love are gone, you know must be moving on. It's about peace. It's about love.
Thank you, my friend.
Thank you, thank
I
you.
support
Good to
you
see you.
Yes,
all the
yeah,
time.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
All
Thank
the
you.
best to you running
Thank
for
you.
the city.
Wade, what's your name?
So,
Saul, nice to meet you.
as well.
Peace.
All the
Thank
best.
you.
You guys have a great
Thank
night. Have a great visit and spread the peace and love. It's about peace. It's about love. It's about the only thing my heart needs thinking of. It's about love. It's about peace. It's about a little bit of love and peace at least. Cause when the peace and love are gone, you know must be moving on. It's about peace. It's about love. It's about you. It's about me. It's about you and me working towards equality. It's about me. It's about you. It's about saying Black Lives Matter too. Cause when you and me are gone, you know must be moving on. It's about you, it's about me. It's about hope, it's about joy, it's about bring some home to little girls and boys. It's about joy, it's about hope, it's about enough hope to keep them off the dope. Cause when the hope and the joy are gone, you know must be moving on. It's about joy, it's about hope. Se trata de paz, se trata de amor, se trata de paz y amor. Se trata de paz, se trata de amor, se trata de paz y amor. Se trata de paz y amor. Assalamu alaikum, alaikum, yeah. Assalamu alaikum, alaikum, yeah. Assalamu alaikum, alaikum, yeah. Assalamu alaikum, alaikum, yeah. Evenu shalom aleichem. Thank you, peace. I'll be sharing that with the homeless. Thank you. Evenu shalom aleichem. Evenu shalom aleichem. Evenu shalom, shalom, shalom aleichem. It's about peace, it's about love, it's about the only thing my heart needs thinking of. It's about love, it's about peace, it's about a little bit of love and peace at least. Cause when the peace and love are gone, you know must be moving on. It's about peace, it's about love. One more time, everybody sing along, long, long. It's about peace, it's about love, it's about the only thing my heart needs thinking of. It's about love, it's about peace, it's about a little bit of love and peace at least. Cause when the peace and love are gone, you know must be moving on. It's about peace, it's about love, love, love. Oh, it's all about love. That's right, it's just about peace and love and spreading it around a little better. We've done a very good job of being kind to the greedy in this country. We have to do a better job of being kind to the needy. That's what we're all about in this country, is trying to make things better for human beings. Trying to make sure that everybody has the same rights. We got to keep working towards that because we haven't gotten there yet. We got to keep standing up for the First Amendment of our Constitution. Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof, or abridging the freedom of speech or of the press, or of the right of people peaceably to assemble and to petition the government for a redress of grievances. And that's what I'm doing here tonight. I'm peacefully protesting and telling our government right here in Santa Monica, you need to do a better job of standing up for human rights. That's the only reason I'm running for Santa Monica City Council, to tell Santa Monica we need to do a better job of standing up for human rights. Santa Monica is not a poor city. Santa Monica is not going to go it's not going to go broke anytime soon. But they don't want to stand up for the rights of the poor people, and they don't want to build affordable housing, and they don't want to take care of the needs of those. They don't even want to stop arresting people for being poor and homeless. And that is a terrible thing. And we need to speak out. We need to keep speaking out, keep standing up until things change. And we need to show that progressive government can work, that progressive government can make a difference in people's lives and help lift people out of poverty. Because we can make a better world for everybody, and we're going to keep working at it. Good to see you. Thank you. You waited on me today. You were the cashier. Anyway, so we'll keep working towards a better day. Because we haven't gotten there yet. That's why we need to get behind the Billionaire Tax Act of 2026. Raise taxes on the billionaires right here in California. Because, of course, we're not going to raise taxes on them through Trump, but we can do it right here in California. So we need to tell everybody who's running for office and who is in office to get behind the Billionaire Tax Act. That's a big step. That's a big thing we can do.
Kelley.
Woohoo! Thank you, peace. I'll be running for Santa Monica City Council. I am running for Santa Monica City Council, and I hope if you're a voter here that you will vote for me and stand up for human rights. Make it a little bit better as we go. Make it a little bit better. Never make it perfect, but make it a little bit better as we go. We'll make it a little bit better as we go. We'll make it a little bit better as we go. Make it a little bit better. Never make it perfect, but make it a little bit better as we go. Make it a little bit better as we go. Someone's always crying, there'll always be pain. Some need the sunshine and some need rain. The world keeps spinning, we can't slow it down, but we can help each other while it's turning around. And make it a little bit better as we go. Make it a little bit better. Never make it perfect, but make it a little bit better as we go. Make it a little bit better as we go. Can't solve every problem, can't stop every crime. Oh, we can't turn back time. The world keeps spinning, we can't slow it down, but we can help each other while it's turning around. And make it a little bit better as we go. Make it a little bit better. Never make it perfect, but make it a little bit better as we go. Make it a little bit better as we go. Let's see, well, can we get this full moon back here? Can we get this full moon into shot? Let's see. Oh, I guess so. Blue moon, you saw me standing alone, without a dream in my heart, without a love of my own. Blue moon, you knew just what I was there for. You heard me saying a prayer for someone I really could care for. And then suddenly appeared before me, the only one my arms could ever hold. I heard somebody whisper, please adore me. And when I turned, the moon had turned to gold. Blue moon, now I'm no longer alone, without a dream in my heart, without without love of my own. Are there stars out tonight? I can't tell if it's cloudy or bright, 'cause I only have eyes for you, dear. The moon may be high, but I can't see a thing in the sky, 'cause I only have eyes for you. I don't know if we're in a garden or on a crowded avenue. You are here, so am I. Maybe millions of people go by, but they all disappear from here. Have eyes for you. Fly me to the moon and let me swing among the stars, and let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. In other words, hold my hand. In other words, darling, kiss me. Let me rub you some and nibble you up, button bop. You are all I want, bobby, bop, bop, bop. Oh yeah. In other words, please be true. In other words, I love you. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. In other words, hold my hand. In other words, darling, kiss me. Fill my heart with song and let me sing forevermore. You are all I long for, all I worship and adore. In other words, please be true. In other words, in other words, I love you. Oh, I love you for sentimental reasons. I hope you do believe me. I give you my heart. I love you, and you alone were meant for me. Please give your loving heart to me and say we'll never part. I think of you every morning, I dream of you every night. Darling, I'm never lonely whenever you're inside. I love you for sentimental reasons. I hope you do believe me. I give you my heart. I'll do in the moonlight. Squeeze me, hold me tight, oh baby. Do you wanna dance? Do you wanna dance? Hold my hand. Tell me I'm your loving man, oh baby. Do you wanna dance? Do you wanna dance? Do you wanna dance, oh baby? Do you wanna dance? Do you wanna dance? Do you wanna dance, oh baby? Do you wanna dance? Do you wanna dance? Hold my hand. Tell me I'm your loving man, oh baby. Do you wanna dance? Do you wanna dance? Do you wanna dance, oh baby? Do you wanna dance? Do you wanna dance? Do you wanna dance, oh baby? Do you wanna dance? Do you wanna dance? Do you wanna dance? Para bailar la bamba, para bailar la bamba, se necesita un poco de gracia. Un poco de gracia para mi partida, arriba, arriba, ay, arriba, arriba, por ti seré, por ti seré, por ti seré. Bamba, 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 bamba. No soy marinero. No soy marinero, soy capitán, soy capitán, soy capitán. Hey, hey. Bamba, 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 bamba. Para bailar la bamba, para bailar la bamba, se necesita un poco de gracia, un poco de gracia para mi partida. Arriba, arriba, ay, arriba, arriba, por ti seré, por ti seré, por ti seré. This land is your land, this land is my land. From California to the New York Islands, from the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream waters. Let's make sure this land is made for you and me. Thank you. Peace. I'll be sharing that with the homeless. Thank you. Peace. Para bailar la bamba, para bailar la bamba, se necesita un poco de gracia, un poco de gracia para mi partida. Arriba, arriba, ay, arriba, arriba, por ti seré, por ti seré, por ti seré. Seré. I'll shake it up, baby. I twist and shout. I come on, baby. I work it on out. I you twist so good. I you twist so fine. Come on and twist a little closer, baby. I let me know that you're mine. Para bailar la bamba, para bailar la bamba, se necesita un poco de gracia. Un poco de gracia para mi partida. Arriba, arriba, ay, arriba, arriba, por ti seré, por ti seré, por ti seré. Bamba, 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 bamba. It was a night, what a night it was, really was, such a night. The moon was bright, oh how so bright, it really was such a night. The night was alight with the stars above, and when she kissed me, had to fall in love. Hey, how you doing, Ethan? It was a kiss. You all right? What happened? Well, come here. Come here. I'll give you. What happened?
I can't get on the train. I don't have enough money. They're all.
Oh, I didn't.
Of the station.
I'm sorry. I didn't know it was that bad.
Yeah, it is bad.
I'm sorry.
Oh, thank you.
That'll have to last a while.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I couldn't get on.
I thought you had a little bit.
Yeah, I have a little bit, not much.
Okay.
Thank you. Glad you were here.
So nothing happened. You just couldn't get on the train.
Couldn't get on? No. Yeah.
Okay.
I was thinking to make that free. That used to be free.
I know.
No one can't pay for that.
I agree.
Yeah.
If you want to get people to use public transportation,
Don't charge them for it.
that's right. It should
make
be
it free.
it should be free public transit. If you really want to get a lot of people using the transit, and if you're really trying to provide it as a new source of transportation that people can depend on, you need to spend more money on it, and you need to make it free to the people that use it, because most of the people that do use public transit are working class people who need it to get to work.
Yeah, they do.
So anyway, I hope you have a safe night.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, I thought something bad. Real
Yeah,
bad.
they just, the police were just all over the station.
Okay. All right.
Peace and love, everybody.
Peace and love.
Yeah.
Ethan used to be.
Almost out here in the
He used to be homeless out here on the promenade for about 11 years, 11 to 12 years.
Oh, my God.
Anyway, he would sleep here on the promenade. Now he has some housing out downtown,
Yeah, Boyle Heights.
but he has to
Take the train.
take the train because he got used to being here on the promenade, didn't he?
I did, yeah.
He got used to coming here every day, right?
Every day. Yeah.
And now he still likes to come here every day, but he has housing downtown now,
Yeah.
and that can add up
Okay.
for poor folks.
Yeah. Taking the train back and forth adds up, yeah.
And
It does.
do they have some sort of subsidizing for that?
Well, they have a pass that's 20 rides, but it's not enough.
Okay,
Is that
it runs
right?
out. It runs out.
It runs out fast.
Uh-huh.
So I had to take 20 rides because I'm dependent on it.
Mm-hmm.
So they need to do something different with that. Make it add up to more.
Uh-huh.
So that,
All right. Well, I'm glad you're safe and everything's
yeah,
okay.
they're just.
All right. Well, you have a good, safe night, and dance and enjoy yourself. And I will see you soon. I'll see you Wednesday, if not before. Early in the evening, just about supper time, over by the courthouse, it's starting to unwind. 4 boys on the corner, trying to bring you up. Willie picks a tune out and blows it on the harp. Down on the corner, out in the street, Willie and the poor boys are playing. Bring a guitar, tap your feet. You don't need a penny just to hang around. But if you got a nickel, why'd you lay your money down? Over on the corner, there's a happy noise. See the magic boys. Down on the corner, out in the street, Willie and the poor boys are playing. Bring a nickel, tap your feet. All my love, all my kissing, you don't know what you've been missing, oh boy. When you're with me, oh boy, the world will see that you were meant for me. All my my love, all my kissing. You don't know what you've been missing, oh boy. When you're with me, oh boy, the world will see that you were meant for me. Stars appear and the shadows are falling. You can hear my heart calling. A little bit of love makes everything right. Gonna see my baby tonight. Oh my love, all my kissing. You don't know what you've been missing, oh boy. When you're with me, oh boy, the world will see that you were meant for me. You were meant for me. It was night, oh, what a night it was, really was, such a night. The moon was bright, oh, how so bright it was, really was, such a night. The night was alight with the stars above, and when she kissed me, had to fall in love. It was a kiss, what a kiss it was, it really was, such a kiss. How she could kiss, oh, what a kiss it was, it really was, such a kiss. Just the thought of her lips sets me afire. I reminisce, and I'm filled with desire. But I give my heart to her in sweet surrender. I will remember, I'll always remember of that night. What a night it was, it really was, such a night. When we kissed, had to fall in love. It was a kiss, what a kiss it was, it really was, such a kiss. How she could kiss, oh, what a kiss it was, it really was, such a kiss. Just the thought of her lips sets me afire. I reminisce, and I'm filled with desire. But I give my heart to her in sweet surrender. How will I remember, I'll always remember of that night. Oh, what a night it was, it really was, such a night. When we kissed, had to fall in love. But I give my heart to her in sweet surrender. How will I remember, I'll always remember of that night. What a night it was, it really was, such a night. When we kissed, had to fall in love. Now she's gone, 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 yes, she's gone, gone, gone. Came the dawn, 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 and my love was gone. But until that day, until that day, oh, until that night, oh, on such a night. Before that dawn, before that dawn. I love her when you're near me, and I hear you call my name softly in my ear. You breathe a flame. Love her when we're dancing, keep on glancing in my eyes, till love's own entrancing music dies. All of my future is in you, your every plan I design. Say that you'll always continue to be mine. Lover, please be tender when your tender fears depart. Lover, I surrender to my heart. Lover, when we're dancing, keep on glancing in my eyes, till love's own entrancing music dies. It's astounding. Time is fleeting. Madness takes its toll. But listen closely, not for very much longer. I've got to keep control. I remember doing the time warp, drinking those moments when, thank you, peace. I'll be sharing that with the homeless. The blackness would hit me, thank you, peace, and the void would be calling. Let's do the time warp again. Let's do the time warp again. Let's do the time warp again. Just jump to the left and a step to the right with your hands on your hips. Bring your knees in tight, but his pelvic thrust really drives you insane. Let's do the time warp again. Let's do the time warp again. It's so dreamy, oh fantasy free me. You can't see me, no not at all. In another dimension, with voyeuristic intentions, well secluded. I see all with a bit of a mind flip. You're into a time slip, and nothing will ever be the same. Spaced out on sensation, like you're under sedation. Let's do the time warp again. Let's do the time warp again. Just jump to the left and a step to the right with your hands on your hips. Bring your knees in tight, but his pelvic thrust really drives you insane. Let's do the time warp again. Let's do the time warp again. Well, I was running down the street just having a think when a snake-like guy gave me an evil wink. He shook me up, it took me by surprise. He had a pickup truck and the devil's eyes stared at me and I felt a change. Time meant nothing, never would again. Let's do the time warp again. Thank you, peace. I'll be sharing that with the homeless. Thank you, peace. Let's do the time warp again. Just jump to the left and a step to the right with your hands on your hips. Bring your knees in tight, but his pelvic thrust really drives you insane. Let's do the time warp again. Let's do the time warp again. One more time, everybody. Let's jump to the left and a step to the right with your hands on your hips. Bring your knees in tight, but his pelvic thrust really drives you insane. Let's do the time warp again. Let's do the time warp again. Let's do the time warp again. Well, I don't see the moon. Oh, it's still there. Yeah, I guess it's right up there somewhere. You can still see it a little bit, huh? Well, we'll keep working towards a better day. Keep working towards equal rights, equal justice, equal opportunity for all. Housing the homeless, common sense gun laws, good public education. We can do great things in this country. Make sure everybody has good quality health care. We need to get behind the Billionaire Tax Act of 2026 right here in California. 5% wealth tax on the billionaires here in California. Let's show that we can do it, and then we'll show the rest of the country how it's done. We need to have our people step up here in California to show that progressive government can make a difference in people's lives and help lift people out of poverty. And we need to spend more money on public education, spend more money on education, Spend more money on education, spend less money on incarceration. Spend more money on education, spend less money on incarceration. That's right. So we'll keep working towards a better day. Speak up, use your voices, use your votes. You unions, do things like the Unite Here did. And we need to show people that unions can be part of the process here in the United States of America, and voters and people can walk out and have strikes. They worked it into their union, into their contract, the Unite Here union. They said, if you want to have a World Cup and you want us to work your World Cup, you can't let ICE come and arrest any of our people while we're working, or we'll go on strike and we'll close the whole thing down. And we need to do the same thing all around the country with unions and schools. People can walk out. We don't need violence. We don't need to try to keep authorities from doing their job if they think that's what they're supposed to do. But we can have strikes and we can have walkouts and we can show them it's not worth them doing these things, because we will walk out and we will close things down. And that's a great way to do it. Unite Here did that right here at the SoFi Stadium for the World Cup. And we need to have more people thinking about better ways that we can peacefully protest and we can advocate for the rights of people without violence. Because we need to shout down hatred and violence whenever we see it and whenever we hear it. Keep working towards a better day. Keep spreading the peace and love. There must be lights burning brighter somewhere. Got to be birds flying higher in a sky more blue. If I can dream of a better land where all my brothers walk hand in hand, tell me why, oh why can't my dream come true? Oh, why? And there must be peace and understanding somewhere. Strong winds of promise that blow away all the doubt and fear. If I can dream of a warmer sun where hope shines down on everyone, tell me why, why won't that sun appear? We're lost in a cloud with too much rain. We're trapped in a world that's troubled with pain. But as long as a man has the strength to dream, he can redeem his soul and fly. Deep in my heart, there's a trembling question. Still I am sure that the answer's gonna come somehow. Thank you, peace. Spread the peace and love, thank you. Out there in the dark, there's a beckoning candle. And while I can think, while I can talk, while I can stand, while I can walk, while I can dream,